This tutorial I'll be showing you about Exxon Mobil Corporation, and just type in Google and you can see like XOM is the symbol. It's a Nasdaq stock, and you can see the symbol XOM. And if you buy the stock right now, you have to pay 75.35 US dollars for one stock, and it's a market cap in billion, which means it's a big size firm, and the dividend yield is 4.62%. Now, I just want to explain briefly what dividend yield is. If the firm is paying a dividend yield, that means after paying their creditors, loan, liabilities, costs, they still have money left. That extra money is paid to shareholders as dividends. Now, that means if a company is able to pay a dividend, that means they're financially very strong because they have extra money, and it's a very positive sign. And let's have a look at when was this founded. I'll just go to Wikipedia, and you can just find this box there, and you can see it says founded 1999. And let's have a look. I'll just copy this straight from Google. Okay, there's no effort in it, and I'll paste it in here. I'll type in Indeed reviews, click enter, and click here, and I can see we have 3,200 reviews and 4 stars, so it's brilliant. So you can read through the pros and cons yourself, what employees have to say about it, see through the salaries they're paying to employees, photos, jobs, questions, everything like that, so that you have a clear idea of what it's like working for this firm. Now let's see in Glassdoor what reviews they have got from employees, and we see 3,200 reviews and it's 3.8 star, which is brilliant. It's above average. Then go through the pros and cons yourself, and the jobs they have listed, the salaries they're paying, interviews, the benefits they're giving, and the photos of inside the firm, just to know about it. And let's see if they have any patents. So I'll use the website Justia Patents and type it in the search bar, click enter, and I'm not interested in inventors, because these are people who have invented but they don't have full rights. I'm just looking for assignee or applicant because they have the full rights of the patent. So I can see 1998 they have a patent, 1999, 1997, 2002, 1999, 2000, 2002, and so on. You can just go through the list yourself, but make sure that to have a look if they have any recent patents. Do they have patents in 15, 16, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19? Because that means they're still innovating. Are they still innovating, or they have left innovating? So that's something to question. And now I'll go to Yahoo Finance, and I want to look at their key executives and their salaries. So let's have a look. Paste it in here, and now sometimes it's very confusing which one to click, because there's a lot with the same name but different symbols. So the solution is just go to Google, type search in there, and then you can see in Nasdaq NYSE XOM. XOM is the symbol, okay, in Nasdaq. So XOM, we have to click the first one, and just go to profile, and you can see the sectors: energy, industry, and the full-time employees. And then you can see that they have 5 key executives. All of their salaries have been shown. That means that they're very transparent. We can build trust because all of their salaries have been shown. That's brilliant. Now I want to go to macro trend and see their ratios, and go to price ratio, price book ratio, and paste the symbol, and XOM, yeah, that's the symbol. And now I want to see, so if the price book ratio is less than 1, that means that the stock is at discount, it's a sale, it's a bargain, you must buy it because you're getting it very cheap. And if it's 1, that means that the stock is of its real price. That means that means stock is at real price, and you must buy it because at least you're not buying it expensive. If it's more than 1, that means stock is expensive. The higher the number goes, the more expensive it gets. Right now it's 1.61. That means somebody buy that right now in July, they'll be paying 1.6 times more money. So the stock is a bit more expensive right now. But if I see in for example, 2007 September, it's 3.05. So it means the stock is 3 times more expensive in 2007. If somebody bought that time, they paid $66 to buy something that was only $21 worth. So it is 3 times more expensive in 2007. But if I see in 2010 it's 1.52 times more expensive. So it's somebody who bought in 2010 June, they paid $43 to buy something that was only $28 worth. So you need to look when the stock is expensive, when it's cheap to buy. So I can see in 2018 it's 1.44 times expensive. So somebody who bought that time, they paid $67 to buy something that was $46 worth, and right now it's 1.6 times expensive. So at least it's cheaper than 2007, but still, it's up to you to decide if you want to buy it or wait for it or whatever. So let's have a look at other ratios. I want to look at current ratio. If the ratio is less than 1, that means stock is very, very dangerous. If the ratio is 1.5 or more than that, that means stock is very safe. Right now, it's less than 1. That means stock is very dangerous because liabilities are more than assets. You can just see vertically up. Let's see that has it ever been 1.5 or more than that? So it has been 1.5 or more than that in 2005 uh, for a bit, and then 2007 for a bit, but then mainly it's below 1.5, so it's quite dangerous. So we have data since 2005, so it's quite dangerous because it's always been below 1.5. But if you just have a look, you can see that from 2013 up till now, consistent recent 6 years, it has been below 1. So consistently recently, for 6 years, from 2013 up till now, the liabilities are more than assets, which is very dangerous. So let's look at debt equity. This ratio will tell me if the company is mainly operating on debt or equity. I'm looking for zero point 0.5 or less than that for it to be ideal. Right now it's less than 0.5, so it means it's brilliant in terms of debt. So it's a safe stock right now, but let's look at the consistency. So has it ever been above zero point 0.5 or no. So since we have data since 2005 up till now, since recent like nearly 14 years, consistently this stock has been zero point 0.5 or less than that. So it has taken debt, but it's mainly operating on equity, not debt. So there's a lot more equity than debt consistently. So it's a very safe stock in terms of debt, which is brilliant. Let's look at return on equity. I'm looking for 8% or more than that. Right now it's more than 8%. It's brilliant. Let's look at the consistency of it being 8% or more than that. So I can see that we have data since 2005 and it's consistently above 8% except in 2016 and 17 for 2 years, and now again it's above 8%. So I might, even if it's below 8% in 16 and 17, but still it's a positive equity. So it happens for a while, so I'll ignore that part. But overall it's above 8% consistently. That's brilliant.